Brexit, but we bounced right back up. In particular, the biotech sector, which we know that was in the crosshairs of the Democrats, Bernie Sanders in particular, and Ned Clinton. Biotech, which was approaching February's lows, is up a lot. And IWM is actually now coming back into 118, but I heard it's down around 111. So equivalent. When I say SPYs were such and such overnight or IWM, I'm talking about the futures equivalent. I'm just converting from where the futures were, which these ETFs are representative of those futures contracts. So IDB was about to retest the 2016 low, and very well may have done it if Clinton won. Now it's gapping to above this consolidation area. So for those of you interested in this one, 270 support, 275 resistance. Right now it's above that resistance in the pre-market. All right, so let's get to the bread and butter. SPYs, I mean, pretty good bounce right now again. So overnight was right down around 20, I think it was 204 equivalent. So it had about an $8 bounce from low to high. After failing at 212 at 8 o'clock exactly, it came down to 210.5 and held here for about 25 minutes. And now it seems like we're going to retest 212. I'm still short from 212 when I did cover 211, 210.50, most of it. What we want to focus on in these, when volatility picks up like this, is trading move to move. And you're going to see guys all day, long, short, short, long, in and out in the SPYs, in and out in the VXX. What we're trying to do is identify good levels to trade off of. In this case, 212, whole number. That's why I shorted there. Came down to 211, covered some, and then when I was getting ready for the meeting, we were basing here. And as I was about to talk to you, it came up almost $1. So it's a pretty nice move. You want to trade move to move, you see a bit holding for a while, you get long. You make 50 cents, 75 cents, and you watch and see, does the next level develop? You go from there. But right now we have 210, 50s, 210.60 right here. 210 is going to be a natural level when the market opens if we get hit. 211.50, 212. People are going to trade against the halves and the whole numbers. Some distorted prints are like screwing up my charts, it looks like. VXX had a really nice down move. So this morning, triple tops really up here around 36.75 or so. Came off all the way back down to the support area from the London Open. Now it's below that, so the sellers really in control of this. The VXX right now is weaker than SPYs are strong. Looking at this in the pre-market, I was hoping that we would get a pop at least to 35 or a little bit above 35 as an entry. I mean, I even put 35.50 here. So if we sell off based on this, how much weaker it is in the SPYs, even if the SPYs start to come off on the open, we might not get this 35.50. So I'll be looking at it here in the 35 to 35.10 area as a short. Wow, so it was all the way down here at 33.5. I guess this is the London Open here. Sellers in complete control, but right now holding 34. SPYs above to 11.50. All right, so we have a few stocks. Pfizer. Drug makers are going up. This one also might have a lot of cash outside the U.S., like Apple does. They'll probably cut some sort of deal for repatriation of cash. Pfizer also recently been beaten. It's a very liquid name. Trades 25 million shares a day, so you're not going to get caught in this one. It's gapping up to right here. So 32.5 to 32.85. This is the resistance band right before the most recent sell-off. I don't know if this news is enough for it to actually get above here. Let's take a look at the pre-market. So in the pre-market, it did spike above here, and then tried to get back below, so we're right inside the band again. I would basically just use this area here for potential failure on the open, 32.85 to 33, and 32.50 as potential support. If we start to hold below 32.50 and then take out 40 cents, play it for a move back into 32. THC is completely broken, got a downgrade. Most of these large publicly traded health insurers, I don't think make money on the Obamacare exchanges. I think the big ones have withdrawn, but it seems like maybe THC is one that does make some of their money from there, which is hurting it. Here's the daily. And the idea being that their ACA is going to be taken away. I don't know, we'll see about that. So this was broken when it got below $20 and then came off basically in 3 days down to 17. Bounces right back into this. So basically everybody who bought in the last week is caught. I mean, just trapped. It's somewhat similar, I guess, to an HTZ situation from yesterday, which melted on the open for. By the way, Icon bought 15 million shares. That caused the bounce. HTZ. So people are already like panicking on the pre-market. Perhaps this one puts in the low right on the open in the first 30 minutes, but technically broken, so we don't have any real levels. We'll have to just watch the price action. Normally trades 3.3 million, so we could be looking at 20 million shares today. X. So the idea on X is most likely there's going to be a large infrastructure package passed. Obviously, Republicans control both houses of Congress, and Trump's one of his biggest thing is rebuilding our infrastructure. So U.S. Steel is an obvious play. It's gapping up a lot. And it already had a huge bounce since the beginning of the year when it bottomed in the single digits. But perhaps this news gets it to work its way back up to here. Where is it now? 23 bid. So it's above this 22.50. It's not really a heck of a lot here, right? It gapped up here, and then once it got inside the gap, it filled pretty quickly to 23.50 and then 22.50. Coming into 212 on the SPYs. So pre-market 23.25 came down almost $1. Looks like it's just moving with the SPYs. But this is another one we want to keep an eye on. And again, very liquid, 20 million shares. So Pfizer, X, extremely liquid names. THC is going to be a little bit less liquid, but because of how in play it is, it's going to do a lot of volume. Between that and the ETFs, that should be plenty for you to keep busy. If you have other things you're trading, put them in the chat. Put in levels, ask questions. This scenario is good for traders. That's just the reality of it. There's a lot of moving parts here. Markets are expecting a certain outcome. They got a different outcome. And that, again, I mentioned in my meeting what the thought process was there in terms of the different insurance providers. They're structured differently. Patient and good luck.
Hope you enjoyed that video. You can actually watch that video if you're subscribed to our Trader 90 before the market even opens. What stocks are in play? What levels in those stocks are important? And how we might go about attacking that stock. That's Steve Spencer, 20-year veteran trader, laying it out there every morning before the market even opens. A really, really powerful tool to start your session off on the right foot. So right now we're offering a trial that you can take advantage of to access this meeting and other meetings throughout the day. We have a meeting at 11 a.m. Eastern where you can sit down with Mike Bellafiore and listen to him talk about what's going on during the morning session, what stocks were in play, what the best trade opportunities were, as well as maybe some things that we're looking at heading into the afternoon session. So I really encourage you to take advantage of that trial.